The information in this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Consult your healthcare provider for proper care regarding your specific situation.
Hi.
We're having a pajama party today. You like our pajamas?
So comfy.
I know. It was like, look at my little sushis with their little faces. They're so cute.
I love it. Okay. And your sushi earrings.
I know.
Let's not ignore those.
I have so many ridiculous pairs of earrings, and I've also got ridiculous pairs of...
And they're different. That side's chopsticks.
Yep, and the sides of the sushis.
So cute.
So, yeah. Okay, so... this is going to be kind of a serious episode, so that's why we wanted to wear something cute, comfortable, make a little cozy with it. But it's going to be kind of a serious episode, so we're going to do some product reviews first. How about that?
Let's go.
You ready? Okay, ready. I don't have any jokes, so it's fine.
Ready.
So I'm excited. Okay, so I think last time we were talking about lactation products, and this I grabbed at Target. And it's called Boobie, no joke, Boobie, Milk to the Max Superfood Lactation Bar. So it's got your fenugreek, it's supposed to be vegan. What we got? Soy-free, gluten-free, dairy-free. Oh, fenugreek-free. Okay.
Oh.
So what do we got?
I wonder why.
I don't know. I thought fenugreek was good. Maybe it's...
I did too.
Packed with 6 powerful superfoods to replace messy teas and hard-to-swallow pills. Maybe it's for people who... Oh, there's a lot of carbs, but I guess if you're breastfeeding, that doesn't matter. Does have some coconut oils, sunflower lecithin, so if you've got a nut allergy, I do not recommend this, but yeah, coconut. Turmeric, cinnamon, flaxseed, shatavari, moringa, and oats.
Interesting.
For new and experienced moms who are nursing or pumping. No more pills to swallow, no more teas to brew. From boobiesuperfoods.com. Okay. Taste test. We're doing a taste test. Got our cute little package. There are 6 to a package. 6 to a box. I want to say it was like $12.
Okay,
so.
that's what I was fixing to ask.
12 to 15. Yeah. So typical.
Yeah.
All right, this looks nice and green.
Oh. It kind of looks like alfalfa.
It kind of does. It does.
Okay. It doesn't smell bad, though.
It doesn't taste bad either. It's soft.
Oh, it is soft.
It actually tastes pretty dang good.
It is good.
I don't hate it.
I can taste the cinnamon for sure.
Yep.
It's really good.
It was a little dry, but it's soft. I was thinking it was going to be like one of those Nature Valley bars where you break your teeth trying to get into it, but
not at all.
No, it's pretty dang good actually.
It just kind of, yeah, It's really soft. Mm-hmm. It's much better than it looks. I would totally eat these.
I would too. Oatmeal chocolate chip. It is good.
Come on, Ed.
Ed, would you like a lactation bar? Includes 6 galactagogues. I love that word. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I don't care. It's very spacey to me. Galactagogues that support healthy milk supply.
How do you say it? I thought that was the proper
I don't know. I thought it was too. And it says, what the heck is a galactagogue? It's an herb that helps get the milk a-flowing. This is so cute. All right, Boobie products.
It kind of is like, it kind of has the flavor of an oatmeal cookie with a lot of cinnamon.
This is true. Oatmeal chocolate chip.
Is it sad that I just want to keep eating it?
I kind of want to do that too.
It is good.
Chocolate chips, cocoa butter. It does have it's got some ingredients in it. I don't know what shatavari is.
220 calories, 3 grams of protein.
I mean, it's definitely an oat bar for sure. So this might be one of those things if you're making yourself a little, I'll put that in front of our Boobie support. if you're making yourself like a little snack bar while you're breastfeeding, this would probably be a good sweet thing to add. It's pretty dang sweet. It's good. I like it. How many rattles do we give it? How many boobies do we give it? Out of 5.
If I don't look at it, I give it a 5. If I'm looking at it.
You guys, I don't know how well you could see it. I'll take mine out. It does look a little funky. It is very green and textured, almost like a poo. Some little surface cracks there, but it is pretty dang good. So
It is.
yes, so this is the Booby Superfood Lactation Bar. Okay, but I do recommend.
But yeah, if it works, I mean, based on the ingredients you read,
Yeah.
I bet you there's a good chance that it
Never had kids. We'll see if I start
No.
lactating tomorrow.
Right.
I'll keep you guys updated.
Stay tuned.
We're like, hold on, let's try it. Let's try it. Okay.
That's funny.
Okay, another mama product. Now, this does nothing for me, so we can't even try it. So this is something actually I've had patients recommend highly because, so this is for sunflower lecithin. They also have like things like soy lecithin, but it's by the brand Legendary Milk. And so what this does, it's really a fat emulsifier. This is just, it's got a great little product picture here, but it's a fat emulsifier, and what it kind of does is if you've got clogs, it helps break your clogs through. So I will say it's like they want you to take, like when you're having a clogged duct, for plugged ducts, take 1 soft gel 3 to 4 times a day for daily, and then for daily maintenance, take 1 soft gel 2 times. So if you got a clog 3 to 4 times a day, and then for maintenance to keep it flowing 2 times a day. So, but it is a gelatin capsule. But yeah, and I think the reason is creator of fenugreek free movement. Oh, Legendary Milk is a creator of the fenugreek free movement. Also fenugreek free. Why do we not like fenugreek anymore? What am I missing, you guys? Let me know here.
I don't know.
It says scan here for your free milk boosting guide. Sugar free, no additives, soy free, dairy free. Made in the USA. I gotta look more into that.
Yeah, I've never heard anything negative about fenugreek.
I thought fenugreek was something that we liked. So, little bottle here. I went ahead and pre-opened it, so don't think, oh, it's not. I will say, this is a horse pill, y'all.
I'd say it's probably kind of like about the size of prenatal vitamins.
I guess that's true. And it is a soft gel, so, it's not rough, but
it's big.
3 to 4 of those a day. Oh, it's a thick boy. But I have had several patients highly recommend this. So Legendary Milk has a lot of products as well, not just for the plugs, but also for milk production, milk flow, things like that. So, okay. Those are my favorites. This is my last one.
There's another one.
Frida, heat relief
yeah.
patches. I mean, this is
Oh, yes.
no different. Up to 8 hours of heat therapy. So this is for your postpartum phase. So soothing pain relief for when unexpected postpartum cramps hit. Mm-hmm. You guys are not going to be unexpected. It's going to be when you have to pee or when you're feeding your baby. So
And they hit.
you deliver the baby and we'll deliver the relief. So this comes with 6 patches. I want to say this was about... Oh my gosh, I forgot the price of this. I want to say it was also about $15. 10 to 15 because it was about the same price as like if I were to buy like lidocaine patches.
So how do you make them heat?
We're gonna
hot?
find out.
Are they like...
There's large. It has 2 sizes. It looks like 3 of each.
Oh,
We have a large and a medium. And let's see. Simple steps. Tear open pouch. Ready to use. Patch starts warm. So it's almost just like a hand warmer.
Okay.
Peel
Like
off
the
paper
hot
backing
hands.
and stick to Frida postpartum underwear or clothing. Patch should not come in direct contact with skin. Pouch is warmer than it may feel to touch. Wear one at a time for up to 8 hours within a 24-hour period. So yeah. Use before, during nursing, or pumping when cramps tend to intensify. Or between belly button and pubic area for targeted relief. Do not place over your C-section incision. I was hoping it would say that. Don't lay this over your C-section incision. But for cramping, I'm sure this could work for women during their menstruation cycle too. 2 sizes, ready to use. All right, let's open one up.
Yeah.
Here. Heat relief. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I might just use one of these for my back when I get home too. Oh my god, it's kind of like the Lancino. I wonder if these would be great for. So it's just a little adhesive.
Oh.
So I wonder. So it'll probably start in a
That
second.
reminds
But yeah.
me of
Oops, sorry.
something.
I'm just.
Like the salon pasta
Yeah,
patches.
yeah. So I mean,
Except for not the
I will
same.
say
Those
it's
are
not as
lidocaine. These are heat.
gelatinous. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not as like gelatinous, but it's the content essentially of a hand warmer, and it's just got little adhesive strips on the back so that you can just kind of put this lower back
That's kind of cool.
above. And this is this. I keep touching this mic.
So
I'm
what
sorry.
activates the heat?
Air. It's an iron-based
okay.
thing. Like
Okay. Just when you pulled that
Yep.
strip off. Okay.
No, it's when you take it out of the package.
Got it.
The heat starts. So you don't want to pre-open it.
Interesting.
It's like those hot hands.
Well, those you have to like pop the little thing inside.
No, not
and
all the
knead
time.
them.
No.
Oh, really?
Like it'll start like you can kind of feel it getting going. I'm sure you can give it a little bit of encouragement by just doing some, but yeah, it's one of those like hot hands type of products. It'll just start going
Okay.
whenever the air hits it.
That's cool.
So
You know, I've never seen anything made by Frida that I didn't think was
I
good
know.
quality.
this is true. They do have great quality things. So well, I'm going to touch that in a little while and see how well it goes. Okay.
Interesting. I like it.
Products. Our products. Okay. That's fun. We get our snacks and our pain relief and our milk flowing all in our pajamas. All right. Now I'm like, oh, my hair's not sticking to my sequins. Okay. So this episode, we kind of, honestly, there was this is based on those recent happenings that were 2 states apart, like 1,000 miles apart, in November that went viral. And this, Delane and I were talking, it really, really weighs heavy on our hearts. So this is something that we wanted to discuss. This is not like an opinion thing. We want to provide the facts of what happened, but also this is more so of, hey, if this is going on and you're experiencing this, who can help you? How can you get involved? How can you get the help you need? So these are just ideas, suggestions, who to call when you feel like you're not being listened to. Go ahead.
I can, if you want me to supply some of the background in case there is somebody who doesn't
Yes.
know what we're talking about.
Yes.
There was a couple of incidences in the OB world, labor and delivery specifically, like in the last month and a half. Sorry. That happened. One was at a Dallas area hospital, another in Indiana, and they were within a couple of weeks of each other.
Yeah, it's really soon between each other.
But there was a mom who came in labor to the ED
This is the
near the Dallas area. And she was a black woman, a young woman that came in, and she was obviously in labor.
imminent.
I mean, if you've ever seen anyone in labor or ever been in labor yourself, you cannot mistake what was happening there. And knowing that that was an ED nurse that was triaging this patient, she had to know. There's no way that she couldn't know that she was truly in labor and that she was most likely really close to delivery, even without doing a vaginal exam. Yet she was holding her still in the triage instead of escorting her to the labor and delivery area, or even getting
Even a
her
room.
a stretcher or where she could
Something.
lay down. This poor woman was in a wheelchair, huffing and puffing, doing that primal moaning and grunting.
I'm trying to push something out of my body.
And she literally kept saying, it's in my ASS. I won't say the word since there may be little ones around. And she couldn't speak through the contractions. She was moving around trying to find a more comfortable position that she could get in. And this nurse was completely ignoring all this, not even making eye contact with her, and focused straight onto her computer and asking questions that could have been asked after the baby was born. Obviously just doing nothing to help her, ignoring everything. And the patient's mother was actually recording it. I'm sure it probably happens a lot more than we know, but this grandmother caught it all on video. And so it goes on to say that the patient delivered a baby.
In the waiting room?
Yes.
She was in the waiting room.
In the waiting room still, and it was within, I think it was like 8 minutes later, or 12 minutes.
12
I think
minutes
that
later.
one was 12 minutes later.
A little over 10 minutes later, but still fast.
Just so mistreated. It really made me sick and disgusted to watch that video, and I've seen it multiple places. I've seen nurses, breaking down that video and what the nurse should have done. She should have done a lot.
And hindsight's 20/20. I mean, yes. And I know that nurse burnout is a massive, massive issue. But when it comes to things like that,
I honestly couldn't even treat an animal that way.
Maternal mortality.
I couldn't do it.
And especially in the other one too, because they're both, when it happened, they were so close together, and they're both African American women. It's highlighted such a massive racial disparity in that healthcare field. So
yes.
it was just heartbreaking. I mean, coming
It
from
is.
the Women's Center, coming from the world that we're in, when we have patients like that, girl, I want to take their pain away. I don't care if they're mean to me. I don't care if they're cussing at me. Like, I know they have a whole human coming down to places that it's a horrific incident down there. But I still want to take their pain away. So I just feel so heartbroken for them that she delivered in the waiting room.
Yeah.
In front of other people. How embarrassing. She was ignored. Like, there's no empowerment. There's no dignity there. Like, I mean, even, and I think one of the things that they kept saying, that we don't have a room for you. We don't have a room for you. But there's no, reason why. There was no, hey, our labor rooms are filled. Let's get you to this random stretcher and at least give you some sort of curtain situation. So when you are wide open, pushing your baby through, that, number one, you can both be monitored. Because, I mean, she could have easily hemorrhaged right there.
Exactly.
Baby could have had some respiratory issues with no intervention, or delayed intervention. So, from mom's standpoint and baby standpoint, it's a very upsetting video. So
It was. And then the incident in Indiana was a patient who was being discharged, and she was being wheeled out of the hospital in the wheelchair, and
she was crying.
Yeah, she was
so sad, crying
and heavy breathing. It was clear that she was in labor also, and she delivered. She was the one that was 8 minutes later on the roadside in the car, and I just feel like that's also
they discharged her.
Yeah, just inexcusable.
In our hospital, so we are in no way, shape, or form affiliated with any of these hospitals, nurses, patients. Not any way, shape, or form. But I will say from our physician standpoint, I do know that, so we have a separate OB section for in our emergency department. And if there's someone like that coming in, our emergency department will triage them to us. And, I mean, it's not a giant emergency department, and it's not a giant OB area. But it's something. And I know that our obstetricians our hospitalists they'll check for, if a mom thinks she's in labor, they will wait, make them walk around a little bit if they need to, check for like some sort of cervical change. Like
Usually
if they're
like over
dilating,
2 hours.
yeah. Like it takes a while. Like they may even move them up to the floor. If there's not a cervical change, then they discharge them. Or if they, they're not dilating, they discharge them. But they don't send them out crying and uncomfortable in imminent delivery, like ready to imminently deliver their baby.
And I feel like they could have, like you said, given her some privacy, even in like our OBED, it would be away from like the general public,
everybody else
witnessing.
watching her. Yes. It's so disempowering. It's so disheartening because, honestly, I'm not saying, oh, this is just about nurses. It's giving nurses a bad name because her lack of compassion, lack of empathy, just in general, it's just so traumatizing, like to what's supposed to be that woman's like one of the most beautiful days of her life. It could have gone so much differently. So,
and even in watching the video from the Dallas hospital, the mother of the patient asked the nurse, "Do you treat all of your patients this way, or is it just the black ones?"
And that's where it highlights the disparities. Like
that's where I have to bring up the statistics. And I wonder, would it have worked out that way if it were a white woman of the same age? I mean, and that just breaks my heart to that that's even a thing. But I can read some statistics to you. This is something that our particular hospital has talked to us about on multiple occasions. Yes. Is the fact that the maternal mortality rate among black women is so much higher than with any other race. And I've had people that would hear the statistic and actually reach out to me and say, "Can you believe this? This is what I heard." I'm like, yeah, it's true. Sadly, it's true. So this is from the CDC. 2023 is the latest statistic numbers that I could find.
Published.
Of course, it takes a while to gather all that information.
And then publish it, and so
because
this is the latest published
they're
stats.
looking back, they're breaking it down by race, they're breaking it down by age. So in 2023, the maternal mortality rate for black women was 50.3 deaths per 100,000 live births.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Significantly higher than rates for white, Hispanic, and Asian women. So black women are at 50.3. White women are at 14.5. Hispanic, 12.4. Asian, 10.7. To me, those numbers, that's crazy. It speaks volumes.
It does.
About where we're at in this country.
I will say, too, Delana and I, the facility that we work at and the population that we work with is so diverse. Diverse as far as language, ethnicities, races, socioeconomic status. It is all over the place. Age ranges. I mean, we will get from teenagers to 50-year-old, first-time moms, multiple moms. Like, I mean, because we have such a diverse population, I think we treat everyone with respect. I will say that. I don't believe that everybody does. I do believe, especially in a lot of the emergency fields, a lot of people abuse the emergency room. And I know as a nurse in the emergency room, it is very difficult to maintain composure with a patient who is cussing at you, who is doing this, that, and the other. But as far as educating them about signs of imminent delivery, this could have gone so much differently. So,
by far.
Yeah.
By far. And then it breaks it on down with ages. The The rates decreased significantly for women ages 25 to 39 and age 40 and older between 22 and 23. Rates were 12.5 deaths per 100,000 for women younger than 25.
What was that number again?
12.5 deaths per 100,000 live births for women younger than 25 years old. So, and then they were at 59.8 for ages 40 and older.
That's weird to me. It's sad, but it's weird because I feel like older, like you would.
The rate for women age 40 and older was nearly 5 times higher than the rate for women younger than 25.
That's honestly backwards than what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the younger women don't know how to speak up for themselves, whereas the older women, I feel like, would know how to. Or
yeah, you would think so.
Or
really,
you would say, hey, this is an advanced maternal age mother. We need to make sure everything's okay with her and baby.
Mm-hmm. It really makes you wonder what's going on behind the scenes that are affecting those numbers.
And that's why it's so wild to me, because we have such a crazy diverse population. I mean, I feel like I do my best to treat everybody the exact same, because we are all humans in this together. We're all women in this together. So, I don't know. So, we are going to go over some things on how to speak up for yourself and who to contact.
Yes. So, I feel like, well, first off, the first person, if you feel like you're being completely ignored or talked to in any way that's demeaning or, passive at all, you can always ask to talk to the charge nurse. And then, if you don't feel like anything changes after you talk to the charge nurse. And you can, when you do talk to charge nurse, you can always request a different nurse. So we've had to do that before. We've had to change nurse and patient assignments before.
In the emergency department, it's set up to where it's like, okay, today's nurse is going to be triage. You're not going to stay with that nurse the entire time. But in this particular woman's situation, they were with the triage nurse, not listening to her. So if they would have spoken up and said, hey, can I speak to your charge nurse? And maybe they did. I don't know for sure.
Right.
Can I speak to the charge nurse? And maybe the charge nurse could have come in and said, oh, this is going on. Let's get her going. Like, maybe that would have facilitated something different to happen.
Right.
Or if the charge nurse, if for whatever reason they do a blanket statement that says, oh, the charge nurse is not available, she's in another room, ask to speak to the nursing supervisor. So while the manager may not be on all the time, there is a nursing supervisor on all the time. And the nursing supervisor is basically not the high, as far as hierarchy goes, they are running the hospital. They are overseeing every floor. They're overseeing staffing. They're overseeing surgery cases, things like that. So they're everywhere all at once. It may take a moment for someone to get to you, but if you're like, I need to see the nursing supervisor right now, they may just say, our supervisor manager is not here right now. Nursing supervisor, charge nurse, nursing supervisor. So, and then we're going up from there. And then patient advocate.
Yes.
And I will say this is kind of hard. A lot of people don't know how to get in contact with a patient advocate.
Right.
But we have patient advocates in our facility. I don't know that every hospital does. I also do know that you can hire your own patient advocate to help. And what the patient advocate does is they help navigate what's going on. What's the block here? Why aren't we getting her back to a room to help her deliver? We can ask these questions after she's pushed a baby out when she can actually speak. And which that's the charge nurse and the nursing supervisor should have been able to do that as well. Like, hey, let's get her to a room and then we can ask her this crap later. But patient advocate can help you say, hey, this is who we need to call. This is what we need to do.
Yep.
As far as they help you navigate who to ask, how to ask questions, what to do. Now, they may not be on all the time also.
Right.
And they may be difficult to get a hold of. So that's the drawback with that one. The patient advocate may not get there in a time for this infant to have delivered anyway. But that's another opportunity. So after delivering, hey, this is what happened to me. I want to talk to the patient advocate. And that can facilitate, whatever additional training, whatever is needed, what they can navigate for you.
Yep. I feel like that nursing supervisor is going to be the key.
Yes.
They're the one that's always there.
They're there, and they go through the hospital, and they see everything. They're there for the code blues, your rapid responsive, the security alerts. Like, they're there for everything. They monitor what's going on, how often this has happened, etc. So, I mean,
busy people.
And they're mostly very experienced. The ones that we have at our hospital, very experienced, have done several types of nursing, critical care, so they can get a perspective from every
they know what should be happening.
Yeah, know what should be happening, or know the routes to take in order to facilitate what needs to be done. This one, the next one. This one I think is fascinating because we have it at our hospital, but I will say a lot of people don't know much of anything about it.
Right. It used to be written on our whiteboards.
It used to be on our whiteboards, and now it's not. So we do have a handout, I think, in our admission folders, like with our birth packets and everything.
But how many people really sit
read
everything?
No one wants to read all that after you've spent so many hours trying to have a baby and you're tired trying to breastfeed. So this is for any patient, not just labor and delivery. This is for any patient family member. So this is called Condition H. H as in help, H-E-L-P. So Condition H actually began from, I think, in the 2000s, when there was an 18-month-old who wasn't, and this I think was at Johns Hopkins University, so one of the biggest facilities in the world. So it's based on the Josie King Foundation, but it's an 18-month-old who was in critical care, and no one was listening to the family to say, hey, our kid's deteriorating really bad. Like, this is what's happening. And they just didn't feel like they were being heard. So they weren't being heard. The nurses weren't listening to them, what have you. I don't know the exact details of it, but they created this foundation to implement Condition H. So this is for the family members, and you can usually call the hospital line. If there is a handout somewhere that tells you exactly what numbers to dial, like if you're calling outside of the hospital phone, you can usually dial like the operator, or there's some extension like 4444, something like that, and you just say, I want to call Condition H or Condition Help or something, and they will basically they'll start what's essentially a rapid response. They'll send your critical care nurses, respiratory therapists, because these people don't know what's going on outside. Like, all these people will come down so they can have, and usually with that, it's like a chaplain, sometimes even a patient advocate, if we're implementing a Condition H. So it gives the family members some empowerment to say, y'all aren't listening to us. So in that situation, and even I think if you just use your cell phone and dial the hospital's main line. Yeah. And say, I'm at this facility, I'm trying to call a Condition H. They would do that. They'd call it overhead, and then they'd send everybody down. Yes. So that's something a lot of people don't know, and I think most hospitals have it. I don't know if some of the smaller hospitals do.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. So that's something I'll have to look up, but it's not like, oh my gosh, you're not getting me my turkey sandwich on time. Please don't do that. This is for if you feel like no one's listening to you, your family members' patients decreasing, their status is decreasing, they're becoming more critical, or they're about to have a baby and no one's listening to the fact that they're about to have a baby. This is when a Condition H could have easily been, or could have been implemented if the family were to know about it.
Yes.
So it's a very not well-known thing.
It's really not.
It's not. Honestly, in my 10 years, I don't think I've ever heard a Condition H called overhead.
I know that there was one probably within the last 6 months, because when the nursing supervisor was with me and we were discussing staffing, that she got a call for a condition H that she had to go to.
Maybe there
Yeah.
has been, I mean, more than I think, but as
So,
far as
I
calling
don't think
overhead,
they call overhead.
Okay.
I think it goes to certain people's, Vocera or
at
paging
our little
devices.
page device.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, I've never heard it called overhead, but I know, I'm sure we've had them. Because our hospital does advertise. They're like, call a condition H if you have this going on. But
Yes.
I feel like as a family member, especially the mother of this laboring, delivering woman, it gives the family some sort of empowerment over their healthcare track, as far as they aren't listening to us. Like, this is what's going on, and you're not paying attention to what we're saying to you.
Yeah.
It gives some sort of empowerment because, yes, early intervention, if they would have intervened early, like luckily mom and baby are healthy in both of those scenarios. But what if they weren't? What if they weren't? What if that baby came out with significant respiratory distress,
Yeah.
or
shoulder dystocia,
or the cord wrapped around its neck multiple times, and there was not a NICU there? Like, that could have been an easy. Something could have gone terribly wrong.
Yes.
And honestly, lucky that it didn't. I was so thankful that it didn't. But yeah, condition H. So that's something to look into for any of your family members' hospital stays
Yes.
or deliveries.
So, and I know that, I've heard of instances where people say they want to talk to the doctor. And if it involves, the treatment that you're receiving from the nurses, they're probably really not going to do anything. That's not who you need to be talking to. So that's what we want you to know is who you talk to, because talking to the wrong people isn't going to get you
Yes,
anywhere.
it won't. If you are upset and say, I need to speak to the doctor,
Yeah.
that's not going to help your case. It's not going to help anything. Like, I talked to the charge nurse, nursing supervisor. If you have a manager, they're great. Patient advocate, call it condition H. But yeah, usually the doctors don't even.
Yeah.
Not saying they don't know what's going on, but if they come into that particular situation, I mean, they might see like, okay, let's check her. But I mean, it would have been probably difficult to find a physician at that time.
Exactly.
And in that, because they're all over the place too. I mean,
Right.
so.
And so in saying all that, once you've attempted all those lines of communication, in reading the comments in the videos that I've seen involving these two cases that we're talking about, there were so many people in the
Compliments.
in the comments saying you need to report them to the medical board. That's the
That
wrong.
doesn't do anything.
That is
Yeah.
the wrong way to go. Also, because they're going to just go, okay, whatever. That's not who you need to be talking to either. So the place that you need to report those matters would be the Board of Nurses.
Yes.
In the particular state that you're in.
Like Texas has their Texas Board of Nursing. And
Yes.
so I'm sure
every state's
got their own board of nursing. So yes, if you're trying to contact the medical board about that's not going to go anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
if you're trying to report the nurse, you need to contact the
Board of Nursing.
Board of Nursing, whatever
they
state you're in.
will open up an investigation on the whole situation.
And I'm sure too, with that particular situation, I'm sure that hospital had a whole peer review situation on her.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because
I'm sure.
hospitals do that too. If there's something that was reported in the hospital, we'll do like a peer review of, hey, I say we, I'm not on the peer review board, but we'll get other nurses from various things and say, this is the situation. What do we think should happen? Should we investigate further? Is it just like a slap on the wrist, or do we send this to the board? So I'm sure all that's been happening too. And honestly, for her to be terminated in this short of time, it happened quickly.
Yeah.
It happened quickly because sometimes this takes weeks.
Yeah.
So
And then another Medicaid, Medicaid services would
CMS.
also be very interested in hearing.
And that's for the
those
hospital.
stories, too.
That's for the hospital, not the nurse. Because,
Right.
I mean,
Right.
with the CMS, the Centers for Medicaid Services, they'll have to investigate, like, if there's unnecessary deaths in the hospital, sentinel events like that. If someone passes away from the jail system, they'll investigate all of those things as far as a facility. But, yeah.
And those investigations affect the funding that the hospital gets from the state.
Yep.
So that could also play into fact there. But the Board of Nursing is where you really want to go. If you have a complaint against a physician, then it's the medical board for that particular state that you want to report to. Also, I would say if you're filing a formal complaint, go on to the hospital websites and you can find the name of the chief, the CNO, the chief nursing officer.
Yes.
And also the CEO of the hospital. And you could draft an email that goes to both of them.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So those are all the lines, chain of command that I would go through. But those will definitely get attention for you. And hopefully some changes.
I will say, I'm sure, because I know a lot of like laypersons don't necessarily know, like just like you said, report them to the medical board versus like the Board of Nursing. I'm sure because a lot of laypersons don't know exactly how to go about those routes. I'm sure other healthcare professionals were like, this needs to report. I'm sure she was reported on several different accounts from several different people. Like, honestly.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I feel bad, like, trying to be, like, condemning her career, but honestly, why?
Yeah.
Why be so callous and...
Yeah. If you have no heart for
if you
people,
have no heart for people, you are in the
need
wrong field.
to be in that career at all.
Or go do research. If you're great at, sitting behind a computer collecting research and you still like nursing, great, do that. But if you're not... Yeah, like you said, if you're not a people person, if you have no empathy, compassion, or somewhere along the line, you lose your empathy or compassion, step away. Because that's how people get hurt. That's how people die. That's how people, it's sad. That's how medical errors happen. But
yeah. And so, I mean, I just hope that we aren't put in a box where we're, as nurses, are seen to be so... unempathetic.
That's why the nursing field is outraged about this.
Yes.
That is why the nursing field is outraged about this. Like, honestly. Because, I mean, we're outraged that she didn't provide care, but also that it's like, really? Really? Like,
yes. And then you throw the race issue in with both cases, and I promise you, we don't all treat people that way. I could never. And I hope that it doesn't make patients less trusting of us.
Yeah.
Based on their race and my race. And
as a nurse, you have to be able to step away from that too.
Yeah.
Like, if this woman comes in and she's like cussing up a storm, yelling, screaming, she's in labor.
Yeah.
Girl, I get it. Okay, I'm so sorry. Let's get you somewhere where I can
give a little grace.
I can't give you an epidural myself. I would if I could, but yeah, I mean, that's something that you have to step away from.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, don't take don't take these things so personally, Like, just because they're yelling, screaming, now she sees that 15 times a day and is just absolutely horrified by her job now. Okay, it's time to move on, sis. But dang.
And I know oftentimes these mamas have different personalities when they're in labor upstairs versus when they get down to our floor.
Oh,
we expect that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But...
But then afterwards, they can be like cursing at their labor nurse. I hate everyone. But after they're like, they were so amazing. This is the best experience ever.
Exactly. Holding a baby in your hands, it changes everything.
That's what happens. And I think they get that. They 100% get that. Because when we're rounding and trying to like, oh, my labor nurse, blah, 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 was so great. Even though I yelled at her and almost broke her hand, I'm like, we get that. I will let her know. She'll be so happy to hear it. That is why we're here. So...
But we really just wanted to shed some light on this and actually have a conversation about it, because I've seen so many videos, in response to that, saying the nurse should have done this and that. And there was a lot the nurse should have done differently. But we want you to know what to do, where to go to, who to speak to hopefully flip things around on it.
God forbid you're ever in this situation, but yes,
Yes.
these are how to navigate it. But.
Yes. So.
Okay, so we are going to take a break for a few weeks with holidays and everything. So, yes, this is a great time to like, follow, subscribe. Let us know if there's something you want us to talk about when we come back. But honestly, ladies, gentlemen, babies, kiddos, we're going to see you after the new year, okay? So happy holidays. Have lots of fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening today. The Rattled Nurses podcast is not intended to provide medical advice. It is not endorsed by our employer, and we are not speaking on behalf of our employer. Our commentary and stories are our own.
Also, on a serious note, we want you to know that if you are feeling blue or depressed, it is okay. You're not alone, and there is always someone to reach out to. You can call the National Maternal Mental Health Hotline at 1-833-TLC-MAMA, or text the crisis line. Text HOME, HOME, to 741-741. Remember, you're doing a great job. Now go warm up your coffee.